Warning, do this at your own risk. This menu was made by the game's creator, Ed Boon, and was fully intended to remain a secret. There isn't much in this menu that should brick your machine. Following these instructions shouldn't have negative effects on your Arcade1Up, but I cannot guarantee your results will be positive. Following my instructions will be at your own risk. I cannot help you fix your machine, and I will not be responsible for any issues or defects that happen to your machine. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to unlock all these hidden characters, how to change the volume, because some people have reported distortion on the speaker on this one. I noticed it myself. I have fixed it by doing this method, and it is saved. And I'm also going to show you how to change the difficulty, because I think we all know that Jade is a real pain in the butt. So just a quick backstory for those who haven't seen the other videos. You're going to need to know a little bit about the EJB menu. You're going to have to enter this menu 3 different times if you want these settings to save, if you want to do all of these things in the video. So a quick tutorial on the EJB menu. There's really no trick to this. It's all about timing, precision, and just being really fast. So to access the EJB menu on UMK3, you need to press the player 1 block button 5 times quickly, move to the player 2 button 10 times quickly, 3 times, 1 time, 2 times, 2 times, 3 times, and 4 times. This is going to be a lot if you're not very good at this, so you're just going to have to keep practicing at it until you get it done. Quick disclaimer on top of a disclaimer, you're going to need to be sure that you don't mess around with anything else in these menus. Again, do this at your own risk in case you skipped the warning before. So, I'm going to try to demonstrate how I do it. You have to be very quick, like I said before. I usually count them off in my head while I do it. Now, since you have to press the player 2 button 10 times at one point, I just break that in half. I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that just seems to work better instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It just doesn't, you kind of lose count in there. I'll just do it slowly the first time so you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have to do it much quicker than that, and it has to be perfect. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, didn't get it the first time. Okay, so as you can see, I started in this menu. A lot of you probably will because you're hitting the buttons so quickly that you will probably accidentally enter the diagnostic test menu. So you need to go down here, return to main menu. Now you're in the EJB menu. So from here, press enable hiddens. That's going to enable all the hidden characters. Press this. This is going to reboot the game. It's going to go back to the attract mode. You need to do the EJB menu again. Okay, hit volume adjust. I'm going to turn it down, but when I got into my menu the first time, this was at max, and if you can maybe hear it, it was pretty distorted. So it doesn't sound very good, so I brought it down to about right there. So I think that sounds a lot better. Press any button to save it, and then from there, go up to diagnostic tests. Then you need to go to CPU board test. Somehow it returns you into the real arcade settings instead of the EJB menu. So press any button to get that running. Wait for it to finish. It's going to look awful like this, but nothing's broken or nothing's happening. Now it does say you can hold the start button to exit. If you do that, I wouldn't hold it for more than maybe 1 or 2 seconds max. I don't even think I'd go 2, but let's try. Okay, so it looks like it skips some of it. If you hold that button too long, you're going to exit the game. If you hold this button too long, you're going to reboot the game. Now, don't let this alarm you. This is going to happen no matter what. I assume it's because it's being emulated and it's not really the hardware. So just press any button to skip it. You're back in the diagnostics menu. From there, you need to go down to return to main menu. Remember, I wouldn't play with too much in here. It's probably just going to mess up the process. I guess there's a small chance it could mess up your arcade, but just don't mess with anything. So now we are no longer in the EJB menu, we're in the Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 test menu, and this is where you're going to be able to change the difficulty. Again, I would avoid most of this stuff unless you know what you're doing. Just be careful, but for now go to Game Adjustment, go down to Computer Difficulty. Now since I've already changed mine in the past, it already says very easy, but press a button. When you're going to enter it for the first time, it's going to say medium unless you've got some crazy setup that I've never heard of. But anyway, it seems to default to medium. You can lower it or you can raise it if you're crazy and you want it to be very hard. I think the game is pretty difficult already, so let's just put it on very easy. press any button to get out of that menu. From there, return to the main menu and go all the way down to exit test menu. Now this is going to reboot the arcade back to the attract mode. So all you need to do now is one more step. And if you don't do this step, none of this is going to save and you're going to keep doing this every time. So you need to go back into the EJB menu, which I'm going to try to do quickly here. Boom, first time. Okay, I accidentally ended up in the diagnostic test. Go back to return to main menu. Now this is the important part. You have to enter your initials or it will not save. So enter your initials. These are not my real initials, but I like to use this one. It reboots the game and now it is saved. Now you can exit the arcade or exit back to the Arcade1Up menu. You can reset the game, you can turn it off. It doesn't matter, your settings are saved. You should have all your hidden characters unlocked. You should be able to reboot and everything will be the same. The difficulty will be lowered. The audio will be lower and sound better or whatever you set it on. So that's it really. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with a friend. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. I'm going to be modding this cabinet. I'm going to be putting a lit marquee in just a few days here. I think the plan is going to be to swap out all the controls with hap joysticks and buttons. Probably put a PC inside. That way I can run Mortal Kombat 4, I can run WrestleMania, all the other games that actually use this button layout. I think War Gods uses the exact same one. So if I do all of that, I'm going to make a detailed video on each step, hopefully this time, and maybe it'll help more people. I know a lot of people love the Killer Instinct mod video and wanted to know how I did it. I had no idea people were going to watch that video nearly as much as they did, so I didn't document it in as much detail. So if you want to see more of that, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and thanks for watching.